Well, I gotta ask you a question too, because right off the bat, I want to know. What was told to me was a question, and to me it would seem more like an accusation. If the question was, Jennifer, how much money did Scott's campaign pay you to do this commercial? Is that how it was phrased?
Not exactly. It was, Jennifer, how much did you get paid to do this ad?
Don't you think that question presupposes that she's been paid something?
Yeah, it does. And I wanted to see her response. And in the story, you'll see what her response is.
You think that's a fair line of questioning for someone who's come out, blown the whistle? Don't you think it would have been equally effective to ask her if she's been paid?
Probably so. But I didn't ask it that way, so that's the way it was.
Well, it's a disgusting line of questioning, if you ask me.
Fair enough.
So let's get this over with. And Wes, if that's the way you're going to be going about this, I'll tell you, you're not going to get to the bottom of anything. So far, you haven't. The people who've come forward have said what they've said, and badgering and accusing and attacking somebody who takes the time to come down and meet with you for the second time. That doesn't seem in my mind like what the news leader's all about. That's not been my experience with the news leader.
Well, I'm not attacking you at all.
No, I'm saying her.
I didn't attack her.
I got a phone call. She was almost in tears.
Well, she wasn't in tears when she left.
She told me what she said was she didn't want her photo taken, and you disregarded that. You said, no, I can take your photo. You did a commercial, something to that effect.
We already had taken her photograph. At the end, she says she doesn't want her photo taken. Sorry.
Did you ask her permission to take her photograph?
We were in a public place, sure. Let's go for it.
Did you ask her permission?
Yes.
And she said, yeah, you can take my photo.
She said she's putting it all out there. So, we have a photo.
In response to your question.
Yeah, I think the photographer asked that, since he's the one who asked those.
So you didn't ask, you're not sure if the photographer asked either?
I know, that's
See, I think when we were walking, I said, that's Nate back there, he's our photographer. And she did say something like she didn't want a photograph, right? And you or I said, but you've already been on a commercial. And she didn't really, I don't recall that she really said anything more. I thought that we
I'm trying to figure out how it's relevant that she's been on a commercial as to whether or not she wants her photograph taken. There are some people that don't like their photograph taken for religious reasons. Would you take their photograph if they asked you not to?